Hey, it's Ginny, learnwithginny.com. I have a question for you, and it is this. Do you struggle coming up with content ideas and putting out content? Do you stress out about it? Well, what if I told you that you could master it all and you don't have to do it alone? There's a solution. So let me dive into that. I'm going to discuss 6 levels that every home business owner should master. And I'll also tell you how AI can help you. And speaking of AI, I do have a free AI course. Just drop the word AI. You'll also get a free cheat sheet to help you with your prompts. So let's dive into this. Level 1 is idea generation. So the reason why you want to put out content as a home business owner, first of all, before I dive into the idea generation part, is because by consistently showing up with what you know, the people will see your face. If you're creating videos like I am, they'll see your face, they'll trust you, and then they'll know that you can solve and help them with their issues, like I'm helping you with your content creation. So it builds a certain likability and a certain trust by seeing your face and talking. I just heard Rachel Peterson today say on one of her trainings live that, I forget the percentage, but it was like in the 90th percentile, I believe, of all of her big clients, their breakthrough moments, including people like Dean Graziosi and places like that. She's phenomenal. But anyway, their breakthrough all came from their very first big clients from video. Isn't that interesting? So it makes me more committed to creating more videos for you so that you can see my face and know that I'm a real person. I have the same struggles. I've overcome some of the struggles, and I'm teaching you how I overcame them over time. Now, of course, when I started my home business, I did not have AI. So I did learn a few things before that. But I'm telling you that AI was very helpful. Over the last, I'd say, 2 months now, I've been consistently using it, well, even longer than that, because I was writing blog posts for other clients and helping them with their content. And I use AI consistently to help me create the content. AI helps me do all these things. So let's talk about that with the level 1, the idea generation. So what AI can do for you is help you come up with engaging topics. Like I did, right? I actually asked it. I told it, because what I did is and I actually recorded a video how I did this, but I use like hooks from other people's popular videos and that, right? So I find out one that's trending, like this one was 6 levels of something that every someone must master, right? So I created some content around that, and then I plugged it into AI and I said, help me put a video outline with talking points and hooks so that I could talk to you. And it laid it all out for me. I'm glancing at it as I speak. I'm speaking off the cuff, but I do have an outline so that I can stay on task and keep you informed on how to do this stuff. It's very cool. And it's actually very smart. So that's what I did, like, to come up with this topic. And I did it a few times, playing with the words, coming up with other things that I can talk about that I know that you want help with, because my highest performing videos over the last month were all content generation. So I feel like some of my audience is struggling with that, coming up with ideas and endless content, and AI can help you with that. So first of all, to come up with all the ideas is what your audience's problems are, and you know how to solve them. Hopefully you've done your market research and you've gone out there and found out what they're struggling with. Or maybe, even better, maybe your perfect client is you, and you know intimately what those struggles are. So then you just plug them into AI and say, help me come up with ideas to talk about. You could tell it to say, create 50 ideas around home business marketing that I can talk about in my weekly videos or my daily podcasts, or write me 50 Facebook posts with home business tips. It's just endless what you can do with AI. Brainstorm with it. And if you don't like what it spits out, then you just streamline it and give it some more data so that it knows what to do and go with it. If you have an ebook or something else that you've written for your clients, upload it into ChatGPT using the PDF reader. And then you can actually ask it to use the content from the ebook to help you come up with more content for your social media. So many ideas. You'll just have endless ideas. So you can keep filling up your notes and your little handy dandy notebooks like I have here. I'm always writing in these things. I use Google Docs too to keep track of different ideas I have. I have ideas upon ideas and just not even enough time to use them all. It's crazy. So level 2, after you've come up with all your ideas, your fantastic ideas, is a little bit of research and fact checking. This is if you don't know the details or the data, especially if it's something that you have to cite research or anything like that. You'll want to be able to give your audience trustworthy advice and trustworthy stats that will help support your content. It depends on what your content is, right? So AI can summarize whole big amounts of data and information and also can point you where it got its information. So you can cite the information too. So that's handy for blog posts. I use that sometimes when I'm writing technical blog posts, for example, about cybersecurity. There's information out there all over the place, and I actually cite the sites that ChatGPT found them at, or Gemini. I use Gemini all the time. It's on my phone because I can talk to it right in a chat. And speaking of AI, you're going to find AI tools everywhere. You don't have to use ChatGPT. You don't have to use Gemini. You could use anthropomorphic, what's it called? Claude. I think it's called Claude. Here, I'll just look it up. Yeah. Anthropic.com. That's what it is. And it's called Claude. That's another one. It's really good at writing blog posts and coming up with video talking points. I actually had that particular AI help me create courses. So that's where a lot of the data came in for my free cybersecurity course and my free. This is all for home business owners. So hopefully you're a home business owner watching this. And my free AI content creation course, because I knew, all the ways that I use AI. So I basically told it what I do, and then it helped me lay out an outline for the course. It was so easy. All I had to do was shoot the videos and talk to my camera like I'm talking to you. Very cool. So AI can do all of the fact checking and the research for you. It can scour the internet and find all that stuff. If it's a paid version, so I know Gemini does it, and I'm pretty sure ChatGPT does it too, because it does, cites Copilot too. I've asked it for technical assistance when I'm answering a customer's questions about Microsoft and using Microsoft products. I literally just type the question into Copilot and it would spit out the answer and show me where the Microsoft technical articles are that support what I'm talking about. So I could even send that to the client and say, here's the information. So easy. I don't know if you remember, but back in the day, before people knew how to Google search and all that, there was a 411 number that you could call and ask the person questions, and that person had internet access and they would actually Google or search for the answers for you. Anyway, that's a little bit of old trivia for you. Okay, so level 3 is the actual creation and the writing. So AI, like I mentioned, can help you write the blog posts. It can help you write social media captions. It can help you write video scripts and outlines, like I mentioned just a minute ago. It can help you outline your courses. Now, the one thing I'm going to say is don't copy and paste it. Use your own words and your own, because it's very obvious. I do see people using AI on Facebook a lot to comment on people's posts, and it's super obvious that it's not them. And I'm like, I know that that's not you. So I sigh and I give it a thumbs up because I'm like, they're trying, right? But it's so obvious when it doesn't sound like you. So do change it up. The best thing to do, and I learned this from my mentor, is I actually will bring it up on my phone, like literally turn my chair around, and now I'm the other person reading my comment. And I look at it and I'm like, I read it out loud, and then I change the words so that it sounds like me instead of the AI bot, because they're all kind of canned responses, right? So definitely use it for ideas and help, but don't just use it word for word. So I would say you could create your first draft in minutes. It's crazy because it spits it out so fast. I can give it, I wrote 3 blog posts within 2 hours. And that was, all the way from first draft to copying and pasting it into WordPress, but then going through it and rewording it so it sounds more like me, and adding a few ideas that I knew to add, or even going back and asking it questions like, hey, here's one down here. I actually took it out of this video outline because I know nothing about SEO. I knew a little bit, but I feel like I heard an expert say that she thought that SEO is not really going to be a thing. And it's especially not a thing on social media where I do a lot of my business. So it's more interest-based, right? So if I'm using the right keywords, which is kind of what SEO is, but it'll show to people interested in that topic. And AI and the algorithms use AI, right? So they're very smart. They can detect the words in your video. They can see the pictures that you're posting on Facebook and Instagram, and they can show it to the people who are interested in that thing. Oh, I see that so-and-so likes dogs and you're posting pictures of dogs. I'm going to show your content to this person who likes dogs, if that makes sense. This all started with the TikTok explosion. When TikTok exploded, because its algorithm was interest-based, not relationship-based. So that explains a little bit of the funkiness going on in Facebook, because Facebook has always been relationship-based or connection-based, and now they're switching it up, and a lot of the other platforms are doing the same thing. It's super interesting time. It's really interesting for marketers. So where was I? Content creation, writing, and your first drafts. I talked about that. Okay, so level 4 is editing and proofing. So you can actually, I didn't even know you could do this, but let's say you wrote your first draft, or maybe I'll use email as an example, because email, I hardly ever use AI to help me. So my first draft is usually just a bunch of stuff I spit out of my brain through the keyboard. So what I can do at that point, after I spit it all out, is copy it, put it into AI, paste it in there, and ask it to proof it for me. It'll proof it, and it'll do all kinds of grammar checks, readability improvements, and content refinement, if I ask it to. So just ask it to do what you want it to do with your content that you've written, to polish it up a little bit, so you can use it to edit and proofread. Level 5, engagement optimization. So this is what I replaced the SEO part, because AI told me I should talk about SEO and how it can help with SEO. So evidently it can help you with SEO. You can use it if you want, and you want to do the SEO thing, then go for it. SEO means search engine optimization. I don't know about you, but I use search engines less and less. I use chat bots more and more. So that's why I don't focus on it. However, it's still a thing out there. So you might even rank higher if other people are moving away. I don't know. You can figure that out yourself. So I changed this topic, level 5, from SEO to engagement because I use social media a lot for all my stuff. The only place I am not is X because I was kicked off Twitter years ago. So I didn't even try anymore. I was like, you know what? I have enough social platforms to play with. So pivot and go over there and do your thing, right? So I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube right here. I am on LinkedIn, which is just kind of like repurposed posts. I don't play around on there a lot. Some people find it very handy to find clients on there, by the way. But anyway, so you can tell AI to help you analyze your content and make it more engaging for those social platforms. When I'm asking it to help me with these videos, for example, I will ask it to help me with hooks. In my blog posts, I will say include engaging hooks at every piece of content inside, or every, I should say, subtopic within the topic or whatever. Use hooks to keep people reading, keep people watching. Hopefully you're still watching and engaged because you want to see what level 6 is. And level 6 is content distribution and scheduling. Now, when I asked AI, I was like, so here's my question to AI. I was like, I don't know how you can help me with my scheduling and posting because I use apps to do that. And it told me that it could help me create a social media sharing calendar, and it could analyze the best times to post for maximum engagement. That's what it says right here in front of me. So I will just tell you that personally, I use Metricool, and you can get a free trial or free version of it. I believe the free version allows you to have one company, like Learn with Ginny. I handle more than one, so I do have a professional version. But if you're just handling one, like most home businesses should be, home business owners should be focused on only one business, then you can use the free version. So just comment app and I'll get you my ultimate home business list of apps, and it will be in there and you can sign up for your free version of it. So that is the 6 levels of content creation: ideas, research, writing and proofing, engagement optimization, and distribution across all the channels. So I'm going to add one more little bonus tip here. Make sure that you focus on one platform at first because you need to master one, and then you could repurpose your content for the other platforms as you go. My mentor taught me to start with one and then add 2 more. So make it your big 3, the 3 that you're consistently on, that you can keep up the posting and the presence. I hope that makes sense. So AI can help you. Make sure you comment AI to get your cheat sheet and your free AI course. I'll get that over to you. So that concludes my 6 levels of content creation that every home business owner must master. All right, now learnwithginny.com. It's me, Ginny, and here I'm going to talk to you about how to stop the struggle of staying productive in your home business. So we're going to talk productivity routines. So the key to success, especially when working from home where distractions can be a constant. I just had 2 of them ding up during my last episode. I ignored them. Mastering these routines will help you streamline your workday. And I am creating this video not only for you, but for me too, because, well, My routine could always use some streamlining. Life is crazy. When you have a family and you have a home, it's crazy. So struggling to stay productive is a normal thing. So level 1 is starting with your morning routine and creating a focused start for your day. I start with my Magical Morning app, and it actually has all of the productivity steps in there, plus my top 3 tasks that I have to accomplish every day to keep my home business running. So you can customize it. And if you want that, just comment app and I'll get you my ultimate list of home business apps so that, and it's in there. I don't know how many apps I have listed in there, but hopefully it'll be easy for you to find in there. Just comment app and I'll get you that list. So waking up early is a key, even though I do know some successful people who don't do that actually. But I think in the beginning, when we have families and jobs, we kind of have to. So I once heard a successful internet marketer tell me that he would start his day, he would call it the bookends of the day, right? So he'd start with his home business stuff and he'd end with his home business stuff, so that every single day, the bookends helped him get away from the job. So, a structured morning routine sets the tone and it helps you set intentions and starts your day with a clear focus. So, I did on a previous episode, it was called, I believe, 8 Ways to Boost Your Life. And I went over all of the steps in that app. If you go find that video, maybe I can link it in this video. I'll try to remember to do that later. But if you go watch that, or even just go look at the comments, they're listed in there. So those are the things that I do in my morning routine. There's also a few things that I do later on in the day that are part of that whole routine, but they all benefit my whole life. Level 2, time blocking and prioritization. Now, prioritization, and I'm probably saying it wrong, but prioritizing what's important is definitely a key. And think of it this way. You have tasks that have to be done every day for your home business to move forward. Some tasks can wait. They don't have to be done every single day, right? So I would come up with the minimum things that have to be done, get those things done, and then you can start stacking on some of the other stuff that helps build your business. I hope that makes sense. So building your audience, for example, is important so that they see your stuff, they sign up for your stuff, get your free stuff, like my apps or my free AI cheat sheet. Just comment apps if you want the apps, and AI if you want the AI cheat sheet and the free course. That's how you create, you gather your audience in, right? They're people interested in the things that you can help them with. So that's important, right? So building your audience, creating content that's engaging and helps them is important. And then following up with them by writing to them in emails or whatever. If you have a group, then posting in your group or whatever. So those are the 3 most important things. And of course, making money, right? So in the follow-up, the fortune is in the follow-up. That's what they used to say. And, well, it's true. So the money is in your list. The fortune is in your follow-up. That's what they used to say. Probably still do. I can't imagine that that's changed. So another way you can time block and prioritize your tasks is by using calendars. I saw this one home business owner, she taught how to color code your calendar, which I do that on my Google Calendar. I create new calendars and I give them colors. And then I block out those times for the various things, right? I am not super good at following a calendar, but if you are, then that will work for you. It'll give you reminders and everything. So another thing about time blocking, here's another way to look at it. You could make a list of all of your tasks, divvy them up into 10, 15-minute blocks or hour-long things. Like building a funnel, for example, will take an hour or more. So that would be a rainy day one. Like when you have time to sit at your computer and work on it for an hour, that's when you do that task. The 15-minute ones you do whenever you find little grooves in your day that you can fit 15 minutes in. My mentor used to call it the nooks and crannies of your day. Look up Diane Hockman. She talks about it a lot. Okay, so level 3 is task management and delegation. So managing tasks and knowing when to delegate is not my strong point. I'll be honest about that. But if you're a mom, you have some little people that can help. They can help with the dishes. They can help with the laundry. I mean, depending on how old they are, right? If they're teenagers, they can help with mowing the lawn and all those other things to free up your time so that you can work on your business, because it benefits the whole family for you to be successful. So that's one way you can delegate. You can also delegate by hiring VAs or using AI to help you create some of your content, to help you schedule things, to help you brainstorm ideas. It can be your buddy. It can be your VA. It can do a lot of things for you. If you want my free AI course, drop AI. I'll get it to you, and I'll also get you my free AI cheat sheet to help you with your prompts. So a couple of other apps that you could use is Trello or Asana. I've never used Asana, but I have used Trello to help with task management and to share tasks and projects with other team members. So that works really well. I think Trello might be in my ultimate list of apps. So if you want that list, type apps. Level 4 is taking breaks and recharging your routine. So this is a little important to take a breather. Now, my son, who is like the ultimate, I swear, my husband calls him a robot because he plans his day and he plans his time to do his work. And he actually learned it from me. I learned it from Eugene Schwartz. He's like the ultimate ad man that you have to learn marketing from. Breakthrough advertising. If you've ever dove into internet marketing, you know who he is. So I heard him talk about this on an MP3 that I have. And he would talk about when he was writing copy. He had one of those dial timers, and it was easy to put it on 3-3 or press 3-3-3-3. So 33 minutes he would work. And then he would take a 33-minute break, go for a walk, go do something else, because that's when the creative juices flow. And then you come back and work for another 33 minutes. So whatever your time breaks are, take them. Your brain can only work for so long before it needs a break. And I'll tell you what, I'm a little bit guilty of this. And I know my daughter is the same way like me. She'll want to work on stuff until she's done. But sometimes it takes you longer to get that stuff done because your brain is tired of trying to figure this thing out and trying to do it. So take your breaks. Use it for reflection. Use it for creativity. Use it to just take a breather, to get a walk, to listen to the birds, see the green grass, to hug the trees, whatever your thing is. Walk the dogs, pet the cats. I don't know. Level 5. Create an evening routine for reflection and planning. Another one that I need to do better on is having a solid evening routine. I'm really good at the morning routine because I've had a lot of practice doing it, but my evening routine could use a little tweaking. So, and sometimes it's hard because the hubs and me are both done with work and we both just want to veg in front of the TV. But if we have home businesses and we're trying to get them off the ground, we got to use that time a little bit more effectively, right? So end the workday with a brief review of what went well today, what didn't go so well, what did I learn, and then gather some of the tasks you need for the next day. I'm going to take my own advice on that. And after I'm done talking to you, I will sit down and write what went well and what I need to work on. Level 6 is a digital detox and a sleep routine. Imagine how important sleep is. Yeah, super important. So, disconnecting from your work is vital. Your phone should be plugged in somewhere else in the house, not in your bedroom. You shouldn't have any electronics on in your bedroom. If you know anything about sleep routines, I mean, Google it or ask Gemini or ask ChatGPT or any of the AI bots out there how to develop a good sleep routine. They're all going to say the same thing. Like up to an hour before you're going to bed, turn off the electronics, do something else to relax your brain. It could be a meditation. It could be reading a book. It could be going for a walk. I don't know what it is for you, but something to wind down, to start the routine of winding yourself down, getting ready for your sleep. Because once you hit the pillow, you're supposed to sleep. And you're supposed to get that good 7 to 8 hours. I don't know what it is for you. Some people do really well in 6 hours. I actually use my Fit watch to score my sleep, and then I go from there. So that is that. As far as the phone goes too, I do turn off all my notifications to keep myself focused throughout the day. I will purposely schedule my times to go on Facebook to check posts or to reply to comments and messages. Same thing with email. I purposely schedule time to check my email. I do that all purposefully. If you want to schedule time to scroll, do that, because otherwise you'll get stuck in the scroll hole and you'll lose all that time and you'll never get it back. So that is it for your 6 levels of time management. What did I call it? Productivity. Productivity for your home business. So here I am again. It's learnwithjenny.com where you can find me, where you can find my ultimate list of home business apps and your free AI cheat sheet, which is not on my website yet. Type AI and I'll get it to you. Let's talk about the secret to long-term success in your home business. And it's all about mastering these routines. And some of it, well, I got to work on too. So let's talk about it. Level 1 is goal setting and vision. Oh my gosh. So vision is super important. We talked about this in a recent mastermind. And an 8-figure earner talked about how important vision is. It's so important. She tells the story. Well, she tells a lot of stories. And if you want to listen to it, type mastermind below and I'll get you in. You just have to pay for a $10 app. And if you don't like the app, you could just leave and I'll, just watch the one episode and get out of there. I don't know. I don't think you'll want to though. Anyway, so why do people quit? Because they didn't know they quit. It's like, I'll use this example. I used to do cross stitching, and they were these intricate cross stitches. They take hours, and I had them framed and I had them put on my wall. I bought this, this other one that had a train engine or something in it. These were all, like seasons, the 4 seasons I did, spring, summer, fall, and winter. They're beautiful. And I had this intention of creating more. But then life happened, right? I put it away. It's in this cross-stitching bag in my closet. And it's been there see, how old am I? Let me think about this. It's probably been there at least 20 years. So, did I quit? Yeah, I did. But I didn't know I quit until I saw it sitting there and I was like, oh, I remember when I wanted to do that. Do I still want to do it? No, I don't. So now I did quit. But that's the point that she makes about home business. We kind of quit on our dreams because life happens. We get busy and we say, oh, I'll do it later. So what's my point? My point is that vision is what pulls you through. The first time somebody starts a home business, it might be for pain. It might be, I need to make money to pay for my kids' sports. I need money to pay for groceries because the grocery bills are so crazy. Maybe you just need a little bit of help with your bills. Whatever it is, that's a pain point that's pushing you to start a home business. But that only lasts so long. After those bills are paid, what keeps you going if you don't have a vision? The vision is who you are becoming. That is the thing, if that makes sense. So part of your goal setting and vision routine, I don't really set goals. AI told me, because I asked AI to help me lay out this video, it said to make SMART goals. I never got into that. I tried to make SMART goals. And yeah, I might write down, a few little goals that I want to reach by the end of the week. They're all little stepping stones to get me into the vision of who I'm becoming, if that makes any sense. So it's important to work on that vision, and that's all part of my Miracle Morning app. So if you want that type app, I'll get you my ultimate list of home business apps. That's the app that gets you into the mastermind too, by the way. It's a $10 app. So level 2 is learning and development. Oh, I couldn't read that. Learning and development routine. And I'm going to call it my personal development routine. So keep learning and growing. That is so important because what is it, Socrates, that says the wise man knows that he knows nothing? Keep growing and learning because there's so much. You'll never learn everything you need to know about a certain topic in a lifetime because it's constantly changing and growing, right? So, especially in your home business, marketing there's always new media. There's always new things to learn. There's always new tools to use to help you, like AI. Comment AI if you want your cheat sheet or your free AI content class. I'll get it to you. So, always include learning and personal development in your daily routine. Again, that's part of the app. So comment app if you want it. Level 3, networking and relationship building. Well, that's part of building your audience for your home business anyway. So it's important to keep meeting new people. My mentor, Diane Hockman, always says, meet 10 people a day and your business will change. That is a goal. So keep building those relationships. Keep building the trust with your audience. Content helps with that. So again, if you need help with your content, you want AI to help you, comment AI. I'll get it to you. Level 4 is managing your finances. Well, you can make all the money you want in the world. But if you don't have some kind of structure around your finances, it's just going to flow through your hands like sand. It's just going to disappear and you won't know where it went. So I actually have a spreadsheet that I use that every month I go through and I check all my accounts and I check where all the spending went. I call it, Jim Baker calls it, and I have that financial course if you want it. It's not cheap, but it's really good. What does he call it? The unbudget budget. It's basically just tracking you literally write down everything you spend and what it was for. And just by doing that, and then plugging it into your spreadsheet every month. And just seeing where your money's going is its own budget. That's the whole philosophy behind it. And I like it a lot better than just creating a budget, which, of course, I started with creating a budget. I was like, well, this much goes to family groceries, and this much goes to my business education, and this much goes to my business for its websites and funnels and all that kind of stuff. So, financial management in your business is important. You want to cover your business first and then start divvying up the profits where they need to go. Okay, level 5 is a health and well-being routine. How important is that? You can't work your business if you're not healthy. Just not going to happen. So, plan on, I know I keep mentioning it, but I use it all the time. I use 2 apps for this. I use my Magical Morning app, and then I use this other fitness app that is free for tracking my water and my food to make sure that I'm not eating too much unhealthy fats and stuff like that, or that I'm fulfilling my protein requirements. And then I have another app. These are all in my ultimate list of apps. I use another app for fitness. So comment app, I'll get you that list. So a health and well-being routine: drink your water, exercise, stretch, eat right, get your sleep, all that good stuff for your mental health and your physical health, because that all helps. And then finally, level 6 is gratitude and reflection. And this is part of my morning routine. Every morning I start with my list of gratitudes and my meditation to get in touch with all of the higher knowledge and all that out there. Sounds woo-woo-y, whatever, but it's all true. It's all true. So, keep a gratitude journal, and again, it's in that app. Comment app, I'll get it to you. So, there you have it for your success routines in your home business and your life. Make sure to comment apps if you want, the app list, and AI if you want the AI stuff. I'll get them both to you. Whatever you need, ask. I'll help you. Make it a great day.